gosh. But next up, we have another cutie, and his name is Kelvin Lassiter, and he is America's adversity prevention expert. His speeches are designed for the person to reclaim the life that was once lost. A high-demand speaker because of triumphs in winning personal battles with drug addiction, homelessness, and the death of his mother. Kelvin's workshops and speeches have been attended by thousands nationally, making him a leading authority in the industry. Bringing Kelvin for your new student orientation, welcome week, or life skills seminar will become one of the best choices of your whole career. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's please give an after welcome for Kelvin Lassiter.
Contender or pretender? Which one are you? In the next few minutes, allow me to share with you what it takes to stay in contention and not serve detention. Is that all right? Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah. I'm in a room full of people, all right? There were two farmers. They became very successful. They met when they were kids. They raised the family together. They got married around the same time. Their kids became successful, went on to college. Their kids had kids. And they got to a point in life where they wanted to sit and reflect on their accomplishments. So what they would do each day would gather together on the porch. Well, while on the porch, the farmer had a dog. And his dog always made this noise, a howling noise. So his buddy asked him, "Why is your dog howling?" He just said, "Oh, he's sitting on an old rusty nail." So he didn't think nothing of it. They went away and got together the next day and around the same time and, discussing life stuff, and noticed that the dog was still howling. So he said, "Why is your dog howling?" He said, "Oh, he's just sitting on an old rusty nail." So he went away and he thought about it. Now he was getting the same response the two times he asked the question. So this time, he decided to frame the question a little different. But he decided to wait a little while. So he was going to wait 30 days. So 30 days went by, and as they got together, he said, "I've asked you on a few occasions, why is the dog howling?" And you said he's just sitting on an old rusty nail. But today, I got to know one thing because I'm curious about something. This friend said, "Okay, well, what is it?" He said, "Why does your dog get up off the nail?" He said, "Because he's not tired of going through the pain yet." How many of you in the house of the night tired of going through the pain of wondering if you're going to get a good grade on your exam? Show of hands. How many of you tired of going through the pain of wondering if you're going to have enough money to graduate from school? Show of hands. How many of you in the house tonight are wondering, are you tired of going through the pain of wondering if you're going to be who you want to be in life? Show of hands. You know what? I can relate to you too. Because once upon a time, I felt the same way. I was tired of going through the pain of growing up in a dysfunctional family. I was tired of going through the pain of growing up in a military family, my dad gone all the time, and we not having that father and son relationship. I was tired of going through the pain of struggling, trying to get off of drug addiction, battling off and on for 22 years. I was tired of going through the pain, and finally one day I hit rock bottom. But I got the eye of the tiger like Rocky Balboa and got up off of that old rusty nail and went and thought about what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said and wanted to rise to the mountaintop. The flight, ladies and gentlemen, to your desired destination will take off when you make a decision to lift off. Turn to the person to your right and say, neighbor, neighbor, the flight to your desired destination will take off when you make a decision to lift off. Turn to the other person next to you and say, neighbor, flight 1106-10 is now ready for takeoff. Give yourselves a hand. Motivational speaker Joe Malarkey once said, when the pain of staying becomes greater than the fear of leaving, that's when you'll move. I'm going to repeat that. When the pain of staying becomes greater than the fear of leaving, that's when you'll move. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to discover the way. You're looking at me and saying, well, what way, Kelvin, are you talking about? I'm glad you asked. It's time for you to discover the way that will help you fulfill your purpose today. Life is like a cloud that just dissolves in the air, lasts for a little while, make you realize it's now time to care about your education, your occupation. That will determine your situation. Now, these things will result in one or two things, either peace or war. See, the war will let you know what's in store for your life. Make you step up to the plate and annihilate that enemy that's inside of you, that's stopping you from true peace. Now, that peace can come in many forms, but it's only one form that really matters. That's the relationship with the Creator that makes you greater than any force that can only take its course because of your decision. It'll be precision of your vision that will help you establish the position that is now yours. Champion of life. How many of you heard Frederick Douglass in your show? Show your hands. Frederick Douglass once said, without struggle, there's no progress. Without struggle, there's no progress. Family friend Reggie White, not the football player, said that you can waste thousands of dollars trying to be somebody else, or you can be yourself free of charge. Being a phony just doesn't make sense. Now live life to give, and give life to those who have given up on living, because I do. And remember, there's nobody greater. There's nobody greater. There's nobody greater than you. APCA, y'all been great on Kelvin